Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you... 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
I feel her question is justified. So, let's reassure her.
Only one way to find out.
Roger that. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Seraph wants you to go in first. Are you all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
Yep, let's go.
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
Now, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam, I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented Adam, so he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
Alright, so how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
I'd actually prefer lethal, but since this is these enemies carry lethal weaponry, and this is we can only pick one weapon. It's better to take non-lethal.
I'm not looking to start a firefight in there, just neutralize them.
Okay, but just make sure those bastards don't wake up and warn their friends. You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways, but the labs themselves are pretty open, high ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance, or up close?
The stun gun would be great, but we can take down people from close range without a weapon. Long distance, not so much.
Give me something with distance. If I get too close, I'll take them out personally.
Just try not to break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
Yeah. I'd like to bitch about something immediately. We're sent in to take care of a terrorist, and ignoring the fact that we only get one gun, I mean, why can't we get a pistol or a basically a sidearm at least? We're getting 9 tranquilizer darts. 9! There's no way it's going to be enough. So I guess budget cuts or something. Can't even afford ammunition for our weapons anymore. Out of my way. Hero coming through. Energy. Pro energy bar. Anything will be used. Painkillers. A little bit of extra life. Yeah, all useful. Booze is a good alternative for extra life.
Jensen, it's me, Pritchard. Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis. What the hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt. So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
There's two ways to take down people, lethal and non-lethal. We get a pistol out of this. I'm basically not a fan of the lethal way, for the simple reason that it is not a silent kill or a silent takedown, so it causes everyone notices it around you. So if we want to kill something, we'll still probably going to just do a silent takedown and then kill him after he's unconscious. And the guy had a pistol with 2 bullets. I mean, if there's one thing I don't like about the combat system or inventory system here, it's the unnecessary limiting of the amount of ammunition you can get. I mean, if you can afford the pistol, surely you can at least afford a full clip of ammunition. Or not, frankly. I mean, I can see ammunition being a very valuable resource that you want to control your game developer. However, it's already all sort of controlled by the fact that it takes inventory space. So there's no way you can, for example, take more than a couple of weapons and ammunition from them. Or I just don't see why it couldn't be that you take 1 weapon or 2 and just have a huge amount of ammunition for them. Now you're sort of forced to spread around your weapons simply because there's no way any weapon has the ammunition to take care of business. Well, unless you do takedowns quite a lot. Another way. Seems like the rule would be the best way to go in. I want to go in unnoticed as long as we can. When we can't, we'll just murder everyone. Yeah, 3 guards. Wouldn't be too big of a deal to take down. In many ways, I do want to take down quite a lot of people at this point because I don't even have the ammunition to deal with this. So it's more like harvesting experience and resources, especially silent takedowns. If I just shoot a guy, I think I get something like 20 experience points. If I used to take a silent takedown where he's alive and he didn't see me before we took him down, it's 50. So that's quite a huge percentage increase in experience point gains by taking a sneaky non-lethal takedown.
Pritchard, I'm in.
Nicely done, Jensen. May I ask how?
A vent on the roof. It'll be in my report next time we discuss security loopholes.
Oh, goody. I'll be sure to take notes. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
There's quite a few guards there. Not sure if we want to even try taking them down. There might not be in-game reasons to do that, but in some ways I'm inclined to try, simply because I don't have huge plans of taking hacking, and that forms a significant chunk of the overall experience you gain in this game. Minigames, hacking minigames. So if I do basically avoid that, then avoid taking down enemies, then happen to botch our sort of ghost run through of an area, it's a huge decrease in the amount of XP we're gonna get, which means our character development will be slow. Very slow, in fact. Didn't notice anything important there. Guess we're taking stance that we need to take these guys out. Simply to gain more ammunition, if nothing else. Whoops. Bad. Well, very good. Come to cover. Excellent. And a very uncomfortable looking position. He was definitely in a position to spot us. And our energy recharge rate is so poor. I think it's something like 40 seconds to 10 seconds to start recharging and 30 seconds to recharge the single battery you use when you take down someone. It's so slow. Seems like this might have worked for us, that we got spotted. Because there was very little chance of us taking down this guy who's patrolling here without the guy who came spotting us. Now that he sort of saw something and came to investigate, there's no one looking in this general direction anymore. Yeah, I think this is our third pistol and we have 7 ammunition. Still not a full clip.
Zeke's...
I think our first full clip of ammunition. It's fairly important because if we screw up our sneaking, I'd like us to have a weapon to defend ourselves with. By the way, it's not a bad start to this. Crap. I have to wait that 40 seconds before we can take that one down. Yep, one full clip of ammunition and 2 spare ones.
I hope Zeke's having better luck. Goddamn Angela lovers in their digital babble. There has to be something here.
Oh, money and ammunition. That went just fine. From what I can see here, there's at least 2 ways to enter the northern area. I don't think we should take that one. Not sure we should take that one either. There's always alternative paths in there, so especially now that there's no real danger here, we might as well take a look. One good indication is anything movable against the wall. They try to make them not too obvious. That's obvious. Oh, tranquilizer darts. How many do we have? Okay, 17. That's a quite a bit more comforting number than the initial one we had. There's 3 guys below us, all looking at each other. There's no way we can take them out as long as they're in that formation.
Anybody seen D-Rag?
Probably smoking a cigarette. Why?
He shouldn't be wandering off like that. Zeke wants us all on full alert.
What for? The popos ain't coming in here. Not while we's holding all the cards.
No shit. You see Zeke when that hands ever sneaked us? Never seen no one twitch that fast. He's gonna get us out of this.
Not if those popos catch us blazing. So split up.
Yes, please do split up.
Ah!
Oh, whiskey. extra life for us. You have a gun. Yeah. Not seeing anything particularly valuable here. Well, hello there. How close were you planning on coming? Not that close. Don't turn around. Oh my god, he actually had ammunition. 7, but that's still like double what most of them are carrying. So this should be the last patrolling guard here. So far things have been going quite smoothly. Might want to do a radar upgrade sometime. Currently we do see people patrolling, but we only see those we've basically spotted earlier. There's still a chance that we might stumble on something. I think if we get a radar improvement, it'll not only increase the range from which we can spot people, but it'll spot everyone within the area, whether we have seen them or not. So it would allow us to plan our approaches and takedowns a bit more securely. Also see patrol patterns of targets we haven't spotted yet. That it. Not exactly a huge amount of loot here. More beer. And combat rifle ammunition, and this is basically a factory workplace. Huh. Yeah, alternative entrances. We didn't finish looking at this place. Might as well take a quick peek. It's an exit area. It can't be an exit. It doesn't lead to anywhere. There's 2 guards there.
Give me an excuse, and none
One doing something with a turret, another yelling at the police.
We're taking a stand for the human race. This is self-defense. Rush this place, I dare you. We've got a little surprise for you in here.
I just don't have the energy for a takedown. I could eat the energy bar, but on the other hand, he doesn't seem to be even looking at our general direction, so what the bother? He's not gonna spot us. Just yelling at the police.
Fight back, all you true humans out there. Fight back.
They didn't manage to assemble it in time. Or it was severe damage and they tried to repair it. But here. Extra money. Final push on contract typhoon. Overtime. Quality standards, yeah, don't seem all that relevant to what we're doing. Temporary disruption of services. Names and numbers. Yep, another alternative way to get in. Yeah, this would have been allowed you to pass almost entirely all the guards here. If you really don't want to do anything, if you explore enough of the vents, you can just move past without anyone being the wiser.
Jensen, I just tried to unlock the assembly lab door, but my override codes aren't working. Someone's changed the protocols.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
Yes, the hacking. We can always hack security rating 1 consoles or whatever, but that's pretty much it if we don't invest any more in hacking. I don't have huge plans to. There are quite a lot of interesting things you can get through hacking, and it's very, very lucrative as far as experience and money is concerned, so I don't see any real reason not to take it, at least somewhat. But the game does have, at least this pre-order version has automated hacking tools. Not a lot of them, but a few. So I think with the help of those we could still gain access to at least some of the more interesting places anyway. So I'm hoping that the points we'll also save will allow us to invest well enough into other things. But more interestingly, I want to see how limited you are in your accesses if you don't have hacking. I usually like hacking in these games because it's like, in a game full of locked doors, do you want to take pick-locking skill or not? So you, in general, especially since the pick-locking itself gives you experience and you can find all kinds of treasures and more experience just by getting access to pick-locked areas. So it's
access granted.
It's a heavy investment, especially at early in game, but at the same time it gives you back so much that I think it's a wonderful, one of the best abilities you can take. I'm not taking it out of two reasons. One, out of interest. Second, it can be. I don't want to spend a huge amount of time playing minigames. Mainly out of interest, though. I mean, if the game is a large part of you playing minigames, then that's how the game is. It's not too big of a deal. I have to say something positive about hacking minigame is that it doesn't take all that long. It's a average game maybe is around 10 seconds, and it's a competition in time versus you and the computer counter hacking program, so they tend to be fast. Oh yeah. Now to the actual labs.